What's happening, party people, and welcome to Throwback Thursday. Man, this video was done back in 2015 when I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico. My buddy Buster Brown had told me about a 98 V70 GLT that somebody had. They were selling for like 500 bucks. I picked that thing up for 280 bucks and it was nice and clean. I did a lot of maintenance to it and sold it to a family that needed a car. And whew, man, I actually put a year warranty on the car. And about 5.5 months in, they asked me to come check something on it. They had put 35,000 miles on the car in 5.5 months. I told them, I said, man, that warranty is over. But anyway, this video has some clips in it where I was doing some maintenance on it when I bought the car, and like I do most of the time, I'll go through it kind of from bumper to bumper looking over it, and I'll order all the parts needed to restore it, and then I would fix it up and then resell it if that was the case for the vehicle. Back then, man, I didn't have money to put gas in the car. You can see this one was on E, and I had a couple of friends that told me, hey, if you need something, let me know. I would contact them and borrow, $500-700, do the work on the car, sell it, and then send them their $500-700 back, usually within 30 days. So that's, for some of you guys that are struggling watching these videos, you need a few bucks, you might be able to pick up one of these cars for a few $100s, do some maintenance on it, fix a few things, and sell it for $1,500-2,000, make you a little money. But be careful with that because, man, right now parts are so high that could cost you 3-4 times more than a car. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I am in Houston taking care of some restoration on a yellow T5R. Didn't expect to be doing it. I thought I was just going to be doing a manual swap, but man, in comes the parts. They're rolling in fast, so we're doing all we can. Then I get back on schedule here in a few days. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. I'm up and at 'em this morning with Peaches. Last night, I got the timing belt on. A couple of things I didn't do. I didn't put the cover on, and I also did not put the lower guard on the very bottom of the crank area. I didn't finish flushing the coolant because I want to replace the heater cord today. And I didn't put the top of the fan shroud back together because I was thinking I may take some of that stuff apart to do the PCV hopefully today. But remember last night the car fired right up. Seems to be running smooth, and I also need to put the serpentine belt on. So let me check a few cosmetic things, maybe run to the junkyard and pick a couple things up and go from there. The door panel there is damaged. Somehow the vinyl split instead of stretching on this side. When I come inside here, the centerpiece where the armrest latches down to, the handbrake is broke. Probably because the handbrake is out of adjustment, and when people jerk this up, it hits this and cracks this. So if I find one of those in the salvage yard, I'll grab that. The mirror up here is wildly loose, so I'm going to pull this cover down. You got to take these off and take the little screws out, drop that down, and see what's going on with that mirror. And my passenger side sun visor is drooping a little bit, so I'm going to try to get one of those. Other than that, I don't see anything that stands out cosmetic wise, so let me dig into this and see what I need to get. Not 100% sure what's going on with this mirror, but at the very least it's missing one of these screws, and I think those are T30. So I'll pull one of those out of the salvage yard, see if I could put this mirror back together, and go from there. Back in the junkyard. Not sure if I come here more or go to the grocery store more, but definitely I come here a lot. I'm going to see if Buster Brown needs my help breaking some CV axle bolts loose. I'm going to check for a couple CV axles and a few minor parts for Peaches. Buster Brown in his parts store that he has. We're going to take this axle off this V70 98 model. Looks like it's got a pretty new bolt on it. The boots are good, so I'm going to break it loose for him. Next on the schedule for today, United Blood Services. We're going to donate some double red today. Hook me up to the machine and let the vampires drain me. So let's see where we're going to park at. I don't know why they got this building so dark red, but I guess that's to let you know where they are. Okay, I'm here at United Blood Services, giving a double red blood donation.
So it just needs to be used.
They hit me good.
I don't know if that's what
The vampires are sucking. It takes my blood, runs it into that machine, mixes it with something, takes something out, and sends it back to me. Kind of a timed process they have going on. And I guess they need that computer monitor checking it out. But I try to do this at least twice a year for them. So if you can, come give blood. A new thing they have with the double red is they actually put a heating pad under my arm. Because when the fluids come back to you, it's pretty cold and makes you pretty chilly. So I'll see how that works out. First time for everything. Boy, I tell you, these heating pads make a big difference. Something happened with my machine, and it thought it wasn't getting the blood that it should have. So they put another heating pad on it, and it really helps curb the cold sensation from the stuff that returns from the machine for me. Interesting. This is what it looks like when it's taking the blood away from me. Got this little thing down there. When I squeeze it, now it just reversed and it's starting to send the fluid back to me. So that's the fluid coming back to me that makes me cold normally, but with all this heat on me, now it's taking the blood from me. And when I squeeze my little ball, it sometimes pumps that little thing down there for some reason. It makes more flow go down there. And that's the machine working over there, taking it and sending it back. If it thinks the flow's messed up, it'll make a little funny noise. And it's starting to reverse it again. And that's the time I got. I'm 13 minutes into a 23-minute cycle. I was inside chilling, waiting for Buster Brown to call me, and somebody tapped on my door and said they were locked out of this 99 S80. I've seen this car around a lot, but I rarely see it moving. Anyway, they said they had a key, but they can't get in, so they just maybe don't know anything about cars. Let's see if they got a key to unlock it and get in it. Crazy thing, his key operates the ignition, but it don't operate the door or the trunk. So somebody rekeyed the ignition, gave him a remote, and never gave him the key to the doors. He's going to prime it, fuel system, and try to start it. Hadn't been started in several months. So let's see if it fires up. It's got too much oil in it, so. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it don't have enough juice. Let me rev this car a little bit. Fired right up, so I'm gonna disconnect the cables and see if it stays running. Starting off the day, I'm here with Peaches. It's a 98 V70 GOT. First thing I'm going to do is install the PCV system. Then I'll put the timing belt cover on and different stuff like that, and take this car out on the road and air up the tires and stuff like that. I'm about to dig into Peaches, and I'm going to try to stream what I'm doing live through a phone app called Ustream. So if you go to Ustream, look up my username, Robert DIY, maybe you can see it. If you can, let me know. I'm not going to be doing any chatting or anything like that. I'm just going to be trying to get this work done. Probably not going to be a lot of talking either. So if you tune in, it may be boring, but I'm going to do it, and you guys let me know if there's something that you enjoy watching. Here's my box of parts. There's my bag of tools. There's my heater core. There's my sun visor and a couple of screws. So let's get started. Here's a quicker peek of my box of goodies, full tune-up kit, PCV kit for Peaches. And Peaches had a severely clogged lower hose on her PCV port. It took a lot to get that thing clear. I ended up running a full silicone vacuum hose down there about a foot long to get that cleared out. So I'm glad that's done. We'll have to change the oil again. I'm going to press this bushing out and then put a new bushing in. I'm going to try to do this in real time with the bushing press assembly pieces that I got from the machinist in Pittsburgh. First thing I'm going to do is take the bolt out of the middle of the bushing. 15 on one side, 13 on the other. Break it loose. I feel like I broke my wraps loose. Alright. Next thing I'm going to do is put the plastic spacer up here. As you can see, this bushing is torn all the way out. I'm going to put the plastic spacer up there with so you can see in the window, that is when you're pulling it out, you can see that the bushing is coming out. That's tight on there. Now I'm going to get the part of the press that actually goes through the bushing, if I can find it. Maybe I have it. Maybe I don't. Well, I don't see the piece that pushes the bushing through. Probably dropped it somewhere or lost it. Let me see the size of a couple of these. No, I don't think I have the one that pulls it out, so I'm going to cut it out with my hacksaw blade, as I usually did. Maybe I told the machinist that I didn't want that piece. So, as soon as I get through it with the hacksaw blade, I'll be able to easily pull it out here. So let me go here with it. It'll go faster if I was actually using a hacksaw. So let me go get the hacksaw. I think it's right back here. Well, I don't see my hacksaw, so I'm going to hack away at it with my blade here. Doing it this way, you put a little scratch on your bracket that I don't think matters. But you get the bushing out, which of course is the important thing. Feel like I'm through now. Let me make sure. Yep, pretty sure I'll do the bushing. It's trying to collapse on me. There it is. I'm through the bushing and the bushing's out. You might be able to see a little scratch on there. For video length's sake, let me pause it. Have that tapped in place. Now I'm going to set the bushing up here with the orientation properly on it. Set the bushing in place there. Now I'm going to set the bolt to go through it. Like so. Well, maybe I need to set the bolt through it before I set it in there. Kind of a long bolt. Then I have the top of the bushing lined up to where it's supposed to go on the bracket. So now I need to put the other nut on the other side of that that'll pull this bushing through, and get my wrenches on here and start wrenching. And the plan is for this to be the easiest, simplest way for you to press this bushing in without going through all kind of extreme measures. Now I did not put the bushing in the freezer. I just got it out of the wrapper. La-da-da-da-da. Let's see how it goes in here. And you could use whatever wrenches you want. I'm just using the ratchets because sometimes I can move ratchets faster. And I didn't put any lubrication or anything on the bushing, you know, the bracket or nothing. It's cranking right in. Let me go ahead. I hope you can see that. Man, this is the easiest I've ever got one of these in here. Let me move this over so it could be kind of close up for you. I'm not going to pause it or stop it or nothing. I'm just going to move the camera over here and hopefully put it in a position that you can see this bushing sliding in right over top of that dang on, right over top of that coils there. Yeah, I'm just cranking this in. See that bushing just sliding in. Easy as silk. I'm starting to see it on the other side, and I got plenty of grab left on my nut over here. I'm willing to bet that's probably perfect for my bushing being in, so I'm gonna stop there, back this nut back off of the press assembly. First time use, and man, seems like that bushing is in there perfect. No stress, no strain. The arrow's pointed to the top, and I'm done. I got the PCV system done. I got the rail back in. Seemed a little tight over here on the side by number 1, but we'll see. I'm getting ready to flush the coolant, change the oil, put the battery in. I got that mount up there replaced. I got the shroud installed. I'm getting ready to install the serpentine belt and the bolts on that. I changed the air filter. And like I said, I'm going to try to go live video again. Here's my first drive with Peaches. and I get no mileage, and I get no speedometer because I took the ABS module out to ship in to be repaired. So I think I got enough gas to go get some fuel and stop by the grocery store and go home. If you made it this far, I trust that you found some information that was either useful or entertaining, so go ahead and hit the like button. And if you would like notification of future videos that I post, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support. You can follow me on other social media apps by looking for @RobertDIY. Some form of that should bring up the other channels that I have on places like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and so forth. If for some reason you need some more personal help, go to my website at robertdiy.com and use the phone number that I have posted there to send me a text message, or you can email me. If you have questions or comments, please make a comment below. And if you'd like to make some kind of financial contribution to what I got going on here, go to my channel and hit the more link at the end of the introduction statement, and it'll show you different ways that you can support me financially. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.